Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here with me today. In this video, we're going to see about Lawrence Paul Anderson case. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. We create videos based on true stories. So, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community. If you like this video, don't forget to hit a thumbs up button. For those of you who have been following me for a while now, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you and am grateful for your continued support and encouragement. Okay, let's get into the video. Lawrence Paul Anderson is a convicted murderer who made headlines in 2021 for the brutal killings of 3 people in Oklahoma. Anderson's case has been widely covered by the media, and his story is both tragic and disturbing. Anderson's early life was marked by poverty and instability. He was born in 1992 in Arkansas, and his family moved frequently throughout his childhood. Anderson was often in trouble with the law, and he was convicted of his first felony when he was just 18 years old. In 2017, Anderson was sentenced to 20 years in prison for drug offenses. However, he was released early in 2020 due to a commutation of his sentence by Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt. Anderson's release was controversial, as he had a long criminal record and was considered a high risk for reoffending. On February 9, 2021, Anderson killed his next-door neighbor Andrea Lynn Blankenship, a woman whose heart he cut out and cooked, as well as a 4-year-old girl, his uncle, and tried to kill his aunt as well. Anderson was arrested the following day and later confessed to the murders. He also admitted to cutting out Blankenship's heart and cooking it with potatoes to eat. Anderson's behavior shocked both the public and law enforcement officials, and he was quickly labeled as a monster. Anderson's trial began in October 2021, and he pleaded guilty to all 4 murders. His defense team argued that he was suffering from mental illness at the time of the killings and that he should be sentenced to life in prison instead of the death penalty. Anderson's case has raised questions about the criminal justice system and the early release of violent offenders. Many have criticized Governor Stitt's decision to commute Anderson's sentence, and there have been calls for changes to Oklahoma's criminal justice system to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Anderson's victims were remembered as loving and kind people who were taken too soon. The community rallied around the families of the victims, holding vigils and fundraisers to support them during their time of grief. Anderson's case has also sparked conversations about mental illness and access to mental health care. While his defense team argued that he was suffering from mental illness at the time of the murders, it is unclear whether he received any treatment while in prison or after his release. Anderson's case is a sobering reminder of the devastation that can be caused by violent crime. It also highlights the need for reform in the criminal justice system and for increased access to mental health care for those who need it. The victims' families have expressed their grief and anger over Anderson's actions. They have also called for justice and for Anderson to be held accountable for his crimes. Anderson's case has been closely watched by the media, and it has drawn national attention to the issue of violent crime and its impact on communities. It has also raised important questions about the role of the criminal justice system in preventing crime and protecting the public. Anderson's case is a tragic reminder of the importance of community support in times of crisis. The families of the victims have received an outpouring of support from their community, which has helped them to cope with their loss and begin to heal. Anderson's case has also highlighted the need for greater accountability in the criminal justice system. Many have called for reforms to ensure that violent offenders are not released early and that they receive the treatment they need to prevent them from reoffending. Anderson's case has been a difficult and emotional one for all involved. It has left a lasting impact on the community and on the families of the victims, who will never forget the senseless violence that took their loved ones away. As a result, judgment of this case is an Oklahoma man who was released early from prison as part of a mass commutation effort and weeks later admitted to killing a 4-year-old girl. His uncle and a woman whose heart he cut out and cooked was sentenced to life in prison on the 15th of March Wednesday, according to court documents. According to court documents, Lawrence Paul Anderson, 44, admitted to fatally stabbing Andrea Lynn Blankenship, his uncle Leon Pye, 67, and his uncle's 4-year-old granddaughter, Keos Yates, on or about February 9, 2021, in Chickasha, Oklahoma. Anderson had been released early from prison in January 2021. Anderson also admitted to injuring his aunt, Delcy Pye, by stabbing her and gouging out one of her eyes. Authorities say Anderson brought Blankenship's heart to his aunt and uncle's house, cooked it with potatoes and tried to serve it to them before killing his uncle, wounding his aunt and killing the pair's granddaughter. Anderson pleaded guilty on Wednesday to 3 counts of murder in the first degree, 1 count of assault and battery with a deadly weapon and 1 count of maiming, which reduced his sentence from death to 5 counts of life in prison, 3 without parole. In conclusion, the case of Lawrence Paul Anderson is a tragic and disturbing one that has sparked important conversations about the criminal justice system, mental health care, and community support. Anderson's brutal murders of 4 people, including the gruesome act of cannibalism, shocked both the public and law enforcement officials. The victims' families have been left devastated by their loss, and the community has rallied around them in support. Anderson's case has also highlighted the need for reforms in the criminal justice system to prevent violent offenders from being released early and to ensure that they receive the treatment they need. The outcome of Anderson's trial remains to be seen, but his actions have left a lasting impact on the community and on the families of the victims. It is a sobering reminder of the devastation that can be caused by violent crime and the importance of holding those responsible accountable for their actions. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative and helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos on THENARRATIVENEXUZ. I'm sure you'll find something that interests you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.